Jesus is not just a holy person, one of those remarkable people in history. He's more than that. We have the saints throughout 2,000 years, but Jesus is more than all of them. We have the prophets in ancient days, but Jesus is more than a prophet. Today we have our modern role models of all different kinds, but Jesus is unlike any of them. In fact, all the excellent people in the world, in all of history, they are merely imitators, a reflection perhaps of the perfection of Jesus. The greatest one in the Jewish faith was the man Moses, the one who led them out of Egypt and into the desert, away from slavery and into freedom through the power of God, with His guidance, the protection of the Lord, and the provisions given by the Almighty Himself. But all of this would be a foreshadowing of Jesus, really just preparing the way. Moses himself admitted this. There is one who is coming. He's of my own kin. He is going to be one of the Jewish people, and he will be greater than I. But the parallels in the two lives, Moses and Jesus, they themselves are quite remarkable. Perhaps they were given to us so that when Jesus came, we would recognize Him. Moses was born of a simple woman, a slave woman. But when the Pharaoh decided to kill the children, much like King Herod attempted to kill Jesus, his mother, Moses' mother, placed him in a basket and put him in the river. It was the royal family that found Moses, the princess of the Pharaoh. And so Moses would be raised. Though he was not of the bloodline of the royal family, he grew up in their midst, straddling both worlds, the wealthy and powerful, and the world of the slaves, of the chosen people. Jesus often is seen for us as the one who straddles between heaven and earth. He is from the divine. He is God with us, and yet born of a simple woman, Mary. When Moses' authority was tested, God provided him with great signs. He was able to take water from the rock and manna from heaven. He was able to bring the 10 Commandments. They questioned Jesus' authority too, but his signs were far greater. Curing the sick, raising the dead, walking on water, multiplying the loaves and the fishes. Jesus was even more than Moses. In this, there is a testimony. Moses was a precursor, a preparation. But the devotion that we have to Christ must be unique, just as Christ is unique. He is the only Son of God. He is our Savior. Therefore, we place Christ center in our lives, in our decisions, in our perspective, in our motivations, and our hopes. Christ is the Holy One of God.